Hi, I'm Rob, this is Gems of War, and today I'm taking a look at the Shock Hammer. Now this thing is full of more surprises than the trip to Thailand, and I say that because when I first looked at it, it seemed like it was pretty rubbish. Choose a gem and destroy its column, then create 6 bomb gems and deal 43 scatter damage. Whoopie-doo, you thought, but then I cast my mind back a couple of weeks ago to that Limpet-Bot thing that created bombs as well, and all of a sudden things started to make a little bit more sense. Now, still not an amazing weapon, but it's not diabolical, it's still just okay. But when used with the Limpet-Bot, it actually works pretty good, which I'll show in this team. One cool thing about having Shock Hammer and Limpet-Bot at the same time is you can do stuff like this. So here we have the Shock Hammer. Now I'm going to use it in the team with Zul'Goth, but I'm going to change the Slayer class in a minute for reasons I shall explain. But if you don't have Zul'Goth, then I would recommend that this is more of an Explore level 1 to 5 kind of weapon really. I'm going to use it in Explore 12 just because I've got Zul'Goth and we can actually make use of it regarding decent mana gen, and it will work really well with Limpet-Bot for that, which actually makes Limpet-Bot vaguely viable, which is a bit of a shock in itself because we saw this troop a couple of weeks ago and thought it is literally utterly useless. Why would you want to use this thing? Converts a gem to a bomb gem, then either creates 3 more bomb gems which may set up the opposition, or explode all the bomb gems. It's like, well, whoopie-doo. That's like, yeah, how useless are you? But used in conjunction with Shock Hammer, it's actually pretty handy because if, for example, it creates, converts a gem and then creates 3 more rather than explode or bomb gems, we've got more bomb gems sitting there. And when we cast Shock Hammer, we can choose a gem and destroy its column. Now you can target a column where there's a bomb gem over it, which is going to explode it automatically. And because it then creates 6 more bomb gems, you can actually get a lot of mana from this. And in this team, that scatter damage is just literally incidental. It's not going to make any difference because we're going for kills with Zul'Goth and triple burning skull damage in Slayer class. But if you don't have a Zul'Goth, then or you don't have one of the Slayer classes up to level 100, for example, or Sun Spear, so you can't take advantage of that Fireblade talent, then Titan is actually a really good class to go with this in a lower level Explore. And the reasons is, first of all, you get +5 magic, +5 on in a purple bit look when using blue weapons, and it is a blue weapon, so you will get that +5 magic, and that is really handy for that. But Titan actually really has some really good benefits for this. You get a 50% start on mana, and you can use Impact, you can use Hammer Mastery. A lot of the other classes don't have the correct weapons when it comes to these kind of things here, but this one does. Stone Circle is good, Storm Aura is good, you get a Dust Storm which is brown at the start. Rock Solid, gain a barrier when matching brown, really nice. And Lightning Strike as well, really handy for this sort of thing. Those incidental explosions, like you get a 4 match and you explode a yellow gem. If that explodes a yellow gem which is next to a bomb gem, you'll get the mana gen from that as well, and that could cause a chain reaction, getting, you know, more and more mana. So it's actually quite handy, this class for this. And Fortitude, but it is a good class for this only if you don't have a Zul'Goth and doing this kind of level here, i.e. you don't have like Slayer class or one of the other Fireblade classes to 100, because I am going to be using Slayer class for this. And the reason is, the main point of this is basically that awesome last talent tree, Fireblade. Deal triple skull damage to burning enemies. When Zul casts, he does burn the remaining enemies, so we're going to get triple skull damage as soon as that happens. And the other ones are Bloodthirsty, Vengeance, Firestarter, Up in Flames, Counterattack, and Ferocity. The banner is +2 purple, +1 red, -1 yellow. So the idea with this is, this is to cast Leprechaun from the start if we don't have any natural 4 matches. Then we can use Limpet-Bot and our Shock Hammer to generate mana for the team, and Limpet-Bot actually will be useful in this regard, and I'll show how this works as I go along. So let's jump into a Explore 12, anywhere will do. So we're looking for 4 matches at the beginning. If not, we'll cast a Leprechaun. Absolutely nothing there on 4 matches, so we'll cast a Leprechaun, see what happens. Nothing from that, but we have got the Shock Hammer up. Now, this is where it's quite handy because you can cast this anywhere where there's mana for your team. It's not going to get loads initially, but we can cast it there, pick up that red for Zool, see if we get any incidental explosions afterwards, which we did. Now, we've got these here. We've got a couple of choices. We can either cast Shock Hammer again. If we cast this in this row, we are guaranteed to take out these bomb gems. Or we can cast our Limpet-Bot, put it nearby, something like that. Now, it didn't set them off, but now, when we cast Shock Hammer, we're going to take out all of these bomb gems. And there's lots of blue and red around here for Zool to use. So this is going to cast... Look at that big explosion area there. Absolutely, look at that, that's huge. That has generated an absolute ton of mana gen. Zool is up. We can cast that. Guaranteed death. We've now got triple skull damage. And we are just wiping our way through the opponents now really, really nicely and easily. Shock Hammer is up again. We can cast Limpet-Bot first. We'll put it somewhere near another one. It decided to explode the other ones, and that's it. Done. Simple as that. That was really, really effective. And Limpet-Bot actually made that work. So what we thought was an actually useless troop, well, I thought anyway, and I think some other people did, but generally regarded as what is the point of this troop, literally what is the point of it, is actually pretty good. Now we're using it with a Shock Hammer. Zool's up already. We're going to get triple skull damage. Bish bash. See you later, Jack. Your history. Obviously, that was nothing really to do with Limpet-Bot or Shock Hammer. That was more to do with Zool and Slayer class combo, but the point is the same. But that was a couple of battles in Explore level 12, but let's face it, we were kind of cheating a bit using Zul'Goth and Slayer class, because it was more about Zul'Goth and Leprechaun. That team, that combo, Zul'Goth and Leprechaun works with most teams, let's face it. Limpet-Bot and Shock Hammer were there mainly as mana generators for them, which still works. They're still viable as pretty decent mana generators. So it's not a bad thing in that way. But are they any good when it comes to doing damage with a team on their own, without someone as powerful as Zul'Goth helping them out? Well, they're actually not too bad. But I do think difficulty 12 Explore is way beyond their capabilities in that regard. I do think certain troops, certain weapons are designed with certain tasks in mind, and difficulty 1 to 5 I think is around their ballpark sort of figure on what they can do. So I've done a non-mythic team now. There's no mythic in this team. We've still got the same 3 troops, Shock Hammer, Limpet-Bot and Leprechaun, but I've swapped out Zul'Goth for Sylvanas Mora, which many more people will have. The Exploder column, which is really handy because we can then target a bomb gem. When we got bomb gems dotted around, we can deliberately place this explosion to take out one of those bomb gems and hopefully get a chain reaction which will gain even more mana. And it also deals a decent amount of damage to all enemies too, which is going to help out the slightly mediocre damage we get from Shock Hammer. So that is the theory, same as last time really, but I'll show a couple of things hopefully which the benefits of casting Limpet-Bot first over Shock Hammer and then the other way around. Because it does actually significantly change it. So I'll purposely cast Leprechaun first to get the troops charged up. Now what you'd ordinarily do here is cast Sylvanas Mora obviously first to get some mana back for itself. And you've still got the benefits of casting these two next if you want. But if you cast Shock Hammer first, you are guaranteed to put bomb gems around the board, because then unless you're unlucky and it detonates some itself, you are going to get some bomb gems on the board. So if you still need mana generation for someone like this, then you're better off casting Shock Hammer first and Limpet-Bot second, because if it chooses, there's 50-50 chance it's going to detonate all the bomb gems. So you can do it that way, but a more guaranteed way of doing it is if you cast Limpet-Bot first and it chooses to... That was annoying. I'll try it again. If it chooses to... I've done it again. Oh my god. I wanted to... Look, all I want is to put more gems around. Thank you. Now you can cast Shock Hammer now and deliberately target one of the columns that a bomb gem is in. And this is guaranteed to destroy it. And then you're going to get the extra bomb gems come after. So there's the first initial explosion. Now the bomb gems are coming, which it made, and now we can use Shock Hammer again to target that one again. It's exploded everything. Look, everything's gone on the board. Complete board wipe. Absolutely superb. Like, really nice effect. You don't see that very often. Obviously, it's now charged up Savannah Mora, and now we can mop up with Shock Hammer. And it makes a superb sound effect. I'm a sound person. I love sound. And I love that sound effect of that Shock Hammer when it makes that bong sort of noise. It's very satisfying. I know it's not the quickest team ever. There are very specific teams totally designed for that. But not all teams are designed with being a speed merchant. Some are designed to just have a, you know, slower pace about them sort of thing. Really nice manager. Now we can use Savannah Mora now to cast it in this column, because we're going to get explode that brown there. I mean that bomb there, which will give us extra mana gen. And Savannah Mora has now self-charged, so we can cast that again if we choose, and use Shock Hammer to mop up. I do love it when it does that complete board wipe, and it happens quite a lot. It's just oddly satisfying to see. I do not know why. And Uriel the Guardian is satisfying to see as well. It's an entirely different set of reasons. Right, let's cast Savannah Mora. Get the initial damage going. Like I say, if you cast this first, there's a 50-50 chance it's going to explode the other bomb gem. So you move the gem you're planting, you actually move it away from the other one, so you get more mana gen. I'll do it again now, move it away from this one. And if you make a mistake, like I've made a mistake there, I missed this 4-match, which, say that was crucial to the AI. You can now put this bomb gem there, and that actually stops them getting that 4-match if they would have chosen to take it. So I made a mistake while talking then, and you can actually use it that way as well. Now we'll use Shock Hammer to deliberately detonate one of our bomb gems. We'll choose that column. Let's cast all them. This is going to cause another big chain reaction. So yeah, Limpet-Bot is not a terrible troop after all. Used in conjunction with Shock Hammer, it's actually rather decent. And pretty much fun to use as well. I do enjoy this combination. So I'll just do things at regular speed now without explaining too much. That's quite a nice explosion. It's gone a bit slow now, but that's the way it goes when the gems don't always go your way. Give me rubbish gems at the moment. Come on, do some shocking. Do some shocking stuff. Right, now I want this to explode. And it chose not to. But we can use Leprechaun for this instead. That's really handy. I think that was a complete board wipe again. And Shock Hammer is nearly going to get the job done. Not quite. But yeah, other stuff happened and it done the job. Alright, it's doing a mini-boss and that will be it. But yeah, so Limpet-Bot is not as bad as we first thought. When used with Shock Hammer, it's pretty good. Yes, cast that. Let's just try Shock Hammer first this time. Got Savannah Mora up again. And Shock Hammer will finish the job. Very easy. Well, there it is. The Shock Hammer is not so bad. And an even bigger shock is Limpet-Bot's not so bad either. So there you go. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to consider hitting that like and subscribe button. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.